Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to Kiki's Kitchen. It is a rainy Monday morning. No, it's Monday noon, close enough to morning. And my husband is off today, and I was supposed to be making him chocolate ice cream for Father's Day yesterday. But we played golf, and by the time we got home, it was kind of late. So I'm going to go ahead and do it today. I've done ice cream for you before, but it's been a while, so I figured I would just run it by you one more time because 'tis the season to eat ice cream. That's what I say. So when I do it, I make it in a pitcher. This is one of the easiest and tastiest ice creams you'll ever make. The best part about this ice cream is once you put it in the freezer, because it'll come out like soft serve, and then you want to put it in the freezer and let it firm up a little bit. But it stays creamy. You know how sometimes when you make homemade ice cream, you go to get it out 2 days later, and it's like a hammer and chisel. It's just so hard because there's so much water in it, moisture in it. This has got a lot of it's got heavy cream and half in it. No eggs, no tempering, easy peasy, and it stays creamy. So here we go. We're going to make chocolate today. So we're going to start with, and I always put my dry ingredients in here first, and then whisk it so I can get any kind of lumps, particularly when I'm using cocoa, because cocoa is lumpy. So I'm going to use 1.25 cups of granulated sugar. Yeah, get it right. 1.25 cups of granulated sugar. Let's just get this out of the way since I'm working in a small spot. And 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And I'll just kind of mush that up a little bit to get it, just want to get it all incorporated. And yes, you could do it in a bowl, but I like this because I like to pour it in. And P.S. to that, my little canister, my metal canister that's going to go in my ice cream maker, that's been in the freezer for about 30 minutes. I like to get it good and cold because it kind of helps with the churning process. This is 3/4 cup of cocoa. And this is the lumpy stuff. So this, I like to see all that stuff on the side. I want to get that up. And I did have my big spoon. What did I do with it? One never knows. Oh, there it is. So I want to get down here, and I want to get in the corners. And that's the other reason I like this, because I can see through it, and I can see where I've got things pointing. Okay. Now, I would tell you 1 teaspoon of espresso powder. I just, in getting mine out, broke it, went all over the floor. But I do have some instant coffee, and that will work too. And that's a little packet of it. So it's 1 teaspoon of espresso powder. You don't taste the coffee, but it really amps up the chocolate, that's for sure. I think that's about it. Oh, well, vanilla. But I'll put that in after I put my cream in. So now I have a quart, no, is it a quart? Yep, a quart of half and half. And I'm going to put that in. Here we go. And a quart of heavy cream. Just make sure I got the right one. That was actually the heavy cream. This is the half and half. Sorry, got it backwards. Dyslexic reading it here. And that goes. That's all there is to this. That is it, my friends. Now, you can add different things to it. You can add chocolate chips. You can add M&Ms. You can add whatever you like. We're doing just plain chocolate today. Actually, I think I'm going to whisk this a minute. Kind of see if I can't get it blended up quickly, and then I'll And see, you can see the clumps in the bottom. And we want to get to the spoon. Get rid of all that. Now I know y'all have lots of fancy-dancy ice cream makers. I do not. I have one that I got in Walmart years and years ago. And this same one that was $16.99, I do believe is now 20 bucks. But it works just fine. And I'm just whisking it because I want to see if I can't get as much of that sugar incorporated as possible. So we'll let that sit there for the moment. So I do mine in the sink. When I do that, the sink is off limits because I'm going to have power in here. So I'm not telling you to do it this way. I'm telling you that this is how I do it. I am careful and cautious. You do you. So here is my canister that has been absolutely frozen in there. And in goes the good stuff. It's like the best chocolate milk ever. Whoops. You see how big a mess I can make. We got pretty much all of it. That's a good thing. You've got a couple of extra things. Don't worry, the paddle will take care of it. Alright. So, I'm going to put you on hold a second because I want to clean this mess up before I have to shut down my sink. So hang on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, so how many of you caught me? I forgot the vanilla. So, fortunately, I caught it in time. It's 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Going in, and I'll just stir it while it's in here, and it'll be just fine, plus the paddle will get it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is put the paddle in, very simple. This is the square side, and this is what the motor will attach to. That's a little, and there is a little nub in the bottom of it. It'll fit right into. And we've got the lid. And that little square nut fits right down here onto this paddle. There we go. And then it slides notches into the side. And I do it the backwards every single time. There we go, come on. Oh my gosh, Carla, seriously, I've lost my mind, guys. I'm so sorry. Putting the lid on might help. Keeps it in there, in place. Jeez, something is wrong. Now we'll try it. In there. You are not. Don't you love to see me struggle? I know you do. All right. There we go. Locked in. We are locked in. Ta-da! Yay! So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill some ice down in the side. Usually takes about a bag of ice, by the way, because you have to keep refilling it through the process. So you put a little bit in, throw a little bit on the floor, and sprinkle it with rock salt. Now, someone tells you you don't need rock salt, that someone would be wrong. You might can get it done using table salt, but I wouldn't count. No, just get rock salt. That's what you need for ice cream. It is one of those things that it's something like it makes the water as it turns even colder to help it get to where it needs to be. So, if you use table salt, you'll be churning for a long time. That's all I can tell you. Hold on, we're almost there. A bit more rock salt. Right to the brim. And we're going to plug it in. And I am not going to make you listen to this thing because it is loud. I'll give you a for instance here. So, we will be back. How we will know, I will be back as this goes down to show you how much the level of ice does go down. Get that out of your way so you can see throughout the process. But basically this thing will go until it's churned, and then it will just stop, and you'll hear it stop, and I'll show you it stop. So, I'll be back in a bit. See how the ice has dropped down? So we're going to add some more, and we're going to add some more rock salt. I'll be back. Okay, can you hear it? It's getting very slow. So it's about to stop. I'm not going to add any, and it is stopping. So give me a second. Let me get the ice out, and I'll be back to you when we get the top off. So hold on a second. Okay, look at that deliciousness. That is awesome. So, I can honestly tell you that typically my husband, who is lurking in the background, gets the paddle. So we'll take the paddle out, and he is truly lurking. Look at that baby. Doesn't that look good? So what we'll do is we'll scrape it from the paddle into, and actually the container that I have, Cindy used to own a daycare, so she went through lots of ice cream for her sweet kitties, and she would save them for me because they were perfect gallon containers for this very thing. So thank you, Cindy Lou Who. We appreciate you. I missed you though, haven't seen you in too long. But that's what happens in the summer, I think. Everyone gets so busy. Sorry for the top of my head, but I'm concentrating. Okay, so I'm going to dump the rest of this in here, and I will be back because my husband's dying to put his face on this thing, so I'll be right back. Okay, so there it is. It is delicious. I mean, So, try some. Do yourself a favor. It's really good. See you soon. Bye.